Welcome. So, you're considering going to a pen show. That's the theme of this video. Um, it's my hope that after watching this, if you're on the edge as to whether or not you should go or not go, that this video will help you make that decision. Whether you're a newbie into the hobby or a veteran and has never been to one, perhaps you'll learn something here that will help you make that decision. Last weekend I went to the Philadelphia Pen Show. It's the oldest running pen show. Kind of makes sense since it's the birthplace of the nation. And it was 3 days. And I'm going to just talk about some of the offerings there, some of the things you can get involved in, and to help you make your decision as you look at the pen show season for 2017, which I will include at the end in the notes or on my blog, and a link to my blog where you can go see what the show schedule is for the remaining of the year. So some of the things that I was able to acquire, you can see here. The show was giving out these Pen World magazines, which I love. Every now and then I had been requesting a copy of one and purchasing it directly from Pen World, but looking to get a subscription. So it was very nice to get there, and I got 3 no less magazines that I'm able to peruse through and take a look at. And so this was really a great little extra for me that I didn't see coming. Fountain Pen Hospital was there, and they had some handouts. There's a 2017 calendar for the year. And for each month, it shows a pen and gives a little insight into the pen. So that was kind of great. You can hang that in the office at work or on your refrigerator at home. Fountain Pen Magazine also handed out this catalog. In the catalog, there's just about every pen you could think of. So this is a great little reference to have, to look up a pen that you might potentially be interested in getting and to kind of get a price point as to how much it would cost. So that was real nice and interesting. Because it was my local show in Philadelphia, there were 2 groups there. There's the Philadelphia Calligrapher Society, which I did not even know that we had. So that was nice. You get to learn about the local groups in your area that you may not be aware of and like to get involved in. Philadelphia Pen Collectors Group, of which I am a member of. Actually worked the table there the second day. And we took a lot of sign-ups for people who did not know we existed. So again, it's a great opportunity to find out your local organizations that you can get involved in. I know ours, there's no fees, or we just get together periodically and talk about pens, or have a pen company representative come in and talk. So that's something also to consider when you go to these shows. Someone gave me, Philadelphia Calligrapher Society gave me a nice little bookmark and put my name on there. That was a nice little, just a nice little takeaway. Well, first, upon entering the show, I went to the Franklin Christoph table, which Franklin Christoph is one of the sponsor for the Philadelphia Pen Show, and their outfit is really spectacular with how they do things. Upon entering the show, that was the first table that I went to, and I was able to get this baby. This is the O2 Intrinsic. This is a pen I've had my eye on for some time. And I said, you know what, I'm going to wait till the show comes so that I can go see it in person and pick it up directly from Franklin Christoph. I'm not going to review it here, but I will at some point in time in a video. And I was able to get this pen with a Mike Masuyama broad cursive italic grind and 14 karat gold. What's really nice is that the Franklin Christoph table has these pre-ground nibs units right there at the show. And so you can purchase that. You can get to try out all the different types of nibs that Mike Masuyama have. They have their own nibs as well that you can try out. So you get to try out what you want before you buy it. And then Mr. John Rouse, who works for Franklin Christoph there, he will fine-tune it to your liking, make it wetter, you make it smoother, whatever you like, and that's really cool. I also picked up an additional nib unit. These are really cool. that they have there. This is actually John Rouse nib that I purchased. It's number 6. I can go in this one or any other pen that I purchased. It takes a number 6 nib. And SIG stands for, let's see if I can remember. Let's see, what does this stand for? It's a special grind that they do there at Franklin-Christoph. And it stands for, I'm just trying to see if I can remember here. I believe it stands for Stub Italic Gradient. So, yeah, was able to pick that up. And that was a nice little purchase. I also, they had Mark Backus there. I went up to his table, and I was able to get a grind on a pen that I already had. You know, that's one of the things you can do there. You get you upon arrival. What you should do is, upon arriving at the show that morning, you should put your name on a list, and then they will call you out and get to you eventually. So that was one of the first things I did. So that's just a tip for if you do go to a show, as to you're thinking about having some pens worked on. Then you might want to get there, get your name on the list early, so that you can get that out of the way and get in the queue for getting your pen worked on. This was a Franklin-Christoph ink I got. It was specifically made for the 2017 show there. It's in orange. And what was really nice is that that morning before going to the show, I actually saw Mike from Ink Dependence, who does his show, and I saw they were selling this, and so I made sure I picked it up. And then I had the opportunity to meet him at the show. He was actually there. His wife works for Franklin-Christoph, and she helped me actually purchase my pen. And I was able to meet and talk with him, and he actually even helped me compare this to his was a Mont Blanc orange that he had in a pen with him. So that was really nice. You get to see some of the personalities there, people you see in other YouTube videos. You get to meet and talk with them. Got this Robert Oster Fire and Ice that everybody's going crazy about, and it is understandable, because this is a beautiful shading ink. Gosh, just really gorgeous. Hard to get, hard to come by this. Everybody's selling out of it, so I was able to pick one of these up. Really happy about that. Again, talking about pen personalities in the... Oh, well, let me just stay in the theme of inks. I was also able to pick up this Mont Blanc ink. I think I got this at the fountain pen hospital table. You know, got it for 20 bucks. I mean, I hate to throw pricing around, but, you know, you're there. You really get your best value when you buy at the show. I know you can get it for Amazon, but sometimes you still got to pay the shipping and handling. Don't have to do that. So... there you go. Again, going back, talking about pen personalities we're accustomed to seeing on the internet. Got this from the Anderson Pens table. I had been wanting the Pilot Vanishing Point. I got the Decimo version. And I said, you know what, I'm going to get it, but I'm going to wait until I go to the show and get it. And so there you have it. Again, you're not paying for any shipping and handling. So if you're thinking about purchasing something, you might want to wait, if it's during that month, till the show arrives in your area. I got those Black Ice notes that everybody's talking about, selling out everywhere. I was able to pick that up. Paper. Got another Rhodia tablet. I believe I got this at the Anderson Pens table as well. Here I got the Nock case here. I usually go with leather cases. But this is a little bit different for me, but I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Rolls out. You can fit 6 pens in there, as well as some other tchotchkes that you have. Roll it back up. Goes in nicely. There's room for other things. You know, it fits really nicely in my book bag, and it takes up a lot less space than some of the big leather portfolios that I have that hold pens. So this was a great find and purchase. I took a Spencerian class for how to write, and with that class I got this oblique holder, which is very nice. Got some worksheets and stuff, and I got some practice sheets to take home to use as well. And that's another thing nice about the pen shows. They had the different workshops. There was a cursive writing workshop. I didn't have time to take that between working the table, doing my own shopping, and doing this workshop. I went for 2 days. The first day, I took the beginner's Spencerian class. The second day, we built upon that, and I took that. There was a cursive writing class. That's, like I said, that's another thing with these pen shows. I know sometimes they have classes on how to repair a pen, how to install sacks. So there's some hands-on workshops and kinds of things you can get involved in. So definitely keep that in mind if you're considering. Also, I got this from, is it GoPens.com? Well, if you order them online, it's GoPens.com. But I was able to get this here. This is interesting. This, you know, they had a bunch of these. I think I paid cents for this. You can, if you're selling, you know, selling pins and you need to get it to somebody, you put it in there, it twists to the level of the pin. I just picked up one. You know, I maybe put my pen in here when I travel. I got an ink pen loaded instead of a plastic bag. This is a little bit more attractive. I got a bunch of these. I got, I was able to get these pen tray to drawer to put in my Alex cabinet where I keep my pens. So that was nice. I mean, there's everything you can possibly think of, every accessory imaginable for pens are at these pen shows. You know, again, I was talking about the inks earlier. They have tables where you can try the different inks out. We didn't have that at the Philadelphia show this time, but they do have that sort of a thing. So that's something to keep in mind too. This is a quarterly vintage catalog that I got from them. Great reference material here again. And then I went to another table. I had a Waterman Commando pen that I broke, as you can see here. It was going to be the first pen that I repaired, and well, you see what happened. I couldn't get it apart. Arthritis was acting up, but not. And the pen had a great nib, so I was like, I've got to either find a body for this or find another pen to stick this great nib in, because it was a semi-flex. But lo and behold, I went to the show. I found a body section. There was a gentleman there with a box full of pen parts. So I was able to find that. And now I am back in business with this nib. This was a great semi-flex nib. Really opens up greatly. So I was very happy to find that. Now this pen is back in business. Picked up some sacks for some other pens that I plan to resack here. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to acquire. There's a lot to learn. There are other folks there who will let you try their pens out. Maybe you're thinking about getting a certain pen. They have it. They let you check it out. There's a meet and greet with the folks there and some of the folks that we know in this industry at the end of the show. So you get a chance to talk with them and meet with them. So if you're thinking about going to a pen show and you're on the fence, I hope this is giving you some insight as to some of the things you can do acquiring and get involved in. And I highly recommend it. So there you have it. I hope this helped. Some of the products I have here, I will do a review on in a separate video. So thanks for watching. If you like the video, please hit like and subscribe to be notified of future videos that I put out there. Peace and have a good one.